Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back, episode 3.
I was sick, so we had to skip a week.
Yeah, 1 week in the middle. I don't know how much it'll affect the upload or
Nah.
if any of you will even notice, but there was a week pause in the middle.
That what was it? The influenza A
Yes,
ro-
ran rampant.
rocked my shit.
I was dodge, dip, dive, duck, and dodging that shit as much as I could. I got lucky.
Hey, but you got a haircut.
Yes, I lost quite a bit of hair, whichever way it shows it to you. Oh no. Get back in there. Okay.
I'll keep mine. 1,000 subs.
Yes.
1,000 subs, I'll cut it.
1,000. One sub and he'll cut his hair.
One
Other than
sub.
the two of us.
One. Hey, we have 3.
Yes, we do.
I don't know who the third is. Probably
Yeah.
your wife.
Yes, it is.
My wife doesn't care enough.
No, she is not as dedicated as the rest of us.
Hey, we did manage. Hey, I think you guys you're coming back from watching the first episode.
Yes.
Appreciate it. Got more views than I thought it was going to.
Yeah, I was counting on maybe 4 to 5, which would be us, and maybe one other person we could talk into it.
Yeah,
We got over 20 now, so starting somewhere. You know, Rome wasn't built in a day. Or a couple weeks, because that's all we've gotten in a couple weeks. But
yeah, I mean, it's fine. We'll get there.
yes, exciting stuff. Northern Indiana, ice storm right now. It's awesome.
Mm-hmm. It's like salt.
Mm-hmm.
Little bit of salt on the ground.
Salt that'll make you fall and hurt your rectum.
Not for Crocs.
No, not Aaron's all-weather gear. It is not cut out for it. Do not forget to kick your Crocs into 4x4. Oh my goodness, yes.
What a poor drink.
Yeah, bourbon of the day.
We've had this before. It's just the 3 chords Atreyu.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to set it down really gently.
Yes, really gently. I'm sorry. In episode 1, I set the bottle down very hard, and it boomed so loud in my headphones listening to it. I apologize to anybody else that actually listened to it and had to endure that
It's a very
loud
bottle.
thud.
You might still be getting it this round. I don't know. We're gonna have to get like a mouse pad. I have one that came with my desk. I'll probably bring it. Like a drink center.
Sit it down really softly. No big boom. Boom. It gets knocked over. It's really sweet. I was initially super upset about this bottle when I got it. My mother had bought me a bottle of finished Rye Angel's Envy, and it is very good. Not saying this is bad, but I opened them both on the same day, and that one's a $100 bottle with a really sweet rum finish, and this one is more of a straight bourbon. And comparing them directly, like drink to drink right after each other, it just did not stand up to the other one, and I was very disappointed at how much I paid for that to get the Atreyu limited edition, for it to just be okay. But then tasting it on its own, it is good.
Oh yeah, it's not bad at all.
Yeah, mommy.
There's a couple more I wanna get. Facebook's doing its thing where it keeps like, oh, you want to try this? Here's some more.
They entice me to like so many online liquor stores that have alleged good prices, and you click them, they lure you in. They're like, oh, look at this rare bottle, $89.99, and I'm like, I'll order a couple of them. So I click in, and it's instantly $199.
Oh,
But
yeah.
they lure you in on Facebook with a good deal.
Well, they'll get you in there, and then it'll probably get down to like $89, but it will be like a single bottle only, and you have to use their code.
Yeah, their code. Join the rewards program. Sacrifice your firstborn.
With that brown sugar what was it? Brown sugar.
Spacing the brand
Yeah,
that kept advertising.
It keeps. I think it's like Black Star or something.
Blackland.
Blackland, yeah, Blackland.
That might be it.
Yeah, Blackland brown sugar, and it looks so good.
It does. It looks very good. Picked up a couple more bottles this week. Stumbled into a Cap and Cork in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and they had a RD1 Amberana finish. I was excited to find just sitting on the shelves, and a Barrel Select Barrel Strength Straight Rye Jack Daniels that I've been looking for. Very good.
Well, we've tried that forever ago. That was one of that was the one that kind of ruined going through all the crap ones.
It did. That was one. My buddy Frank, who always ends up sliding me some of the best whiskeys and bourbons, got me started on that one, and it ruined a lot of other ones because it is so good.
Oh, the mouthfeel alone.
Yeah.
Like it could taste like horseshit, and the mouthfeel alone makes you want to come back for more.
It is a very intriguing mouthfeel. Like it is also 131.9 proof, so 66.5% alcohol. When you take a sip of it, it like evaporates and does this like in your mouth because the alcohol percentage is so high, it almost evaporates. It's very delicious.
Has a nice sweet after, like
It does.
back end.
It is one of those high proofs that drinks much smoother than what it is.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, it's crazy how that happens though. You get some high proofs that like are nothing, but then you get like a 45, and it's like the roughest thing you'll ever put in your mouth.
Like this is 45. I can say that 131 and this 90 drink about the same.
Yeah.
Because this for a 90 is not the smoothest thing in the world. Not that it's rough, but it's not sweet. I mean, if that's what you're going for, not, but it doesn't have that sweetness to balance it.
Mm-hmm. I would consider this more of like a mixer whiskey.
Yeah. Which is upsetting for the cost and that it is, I think, part of their Backstage line. I think that's what it says.
Mm-hmm.
Where a bunch of bands signed with Chord to do their promotions.
They had Under Oath.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys like this type of music, there's a lot of them they're doing. There's Under Oath. I think they had a
Hailstorm.
Did they end up doing? Who was it? Hey John, what's your name?
Oh, the Devil Wears Prada. I don't know. I didn't see one. If they did, or I would have bought that too.
There's a lot of cool ones. The Under Oath one was the first one it showed me. Then like 2 days later, this one popped up on his, and he bought it.
Yep, Atreyu fan. Awesome band. Falls back into what we talked about before, bands from our era of our actual growth, and Atreyu was a huge one at the time.
I'm just upset that I like their original lineup of the band.
I love the new lineup.
Well, I love the dude's voice. Don't get me wrong, but it was just like more edgy back then. Like what was it? Lead sails and paper anchors.
Something like that. Sounds accurate. We'll go with it.
The paperweights or something like that. Pulling off old like album titles from the top of my head. I couldn't do it.
I believe that was it, but I love their last album. Their drummer, I think, was always the better singer, and now he is truly the lead man, as the other man is no longer in the band, and he's not on the drums anymore, so it gives him pure focus on singing alone, and it's excellent.
Oh man, like the one, like I'm glad he finally shaved his head.
Yes, I know. I remember if it was in the X's and O's video, I'm sorry, man, I'm not throwing any stones here, of him playing the drums, and you can straight see through his comb over.
Is it Becoming the Bull?
Yes, it was Becoming the Bull.
Yeah, when he looks like the guy that used to walk down with the Undertaker.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, man.
Yeah. There are many of those instances I've had in life where I've seen people that do that and look at my friend next to me, and I'm like, if I ever do that, hold me down and shave my head. Do
Mhm.
not let me walk through life thinking it's okay. They buy it. They buy it.
Luckily, you've made it to where you have in your 30s
Yes.
with what hair you have.
I did have a little bit of parking lot, which is also why I cut my hair, because I don't think pulling it back into a bun 24 hours a day was good on that.
I have hair like Sasquatch, bro.
Yes. You have more hair in a square inch, I think, than I do total. Not to mention your hair's just thicker than mine is.
Mhm.
So that doesn't help.
Like last time I got it cut when I went back to short, I like killed the salon's floor vacuum, man.
Oh no. It's clogged with a whole wildebeest.
Yeah, dude, it was crazy because my hair was like down past my titties at that point.
And that was just off of the nipples.
Oh yeah,
Let alone how much hair they cut off of your head.
got to know where I can braid them together.
Oh.
It's my dwarvish nipple braids.
Get the nice Celtic braids going.
Get my beads in there.
Yes, I like it. Your Rasta nipples. Oh, goodness. There's so many things. So, had this thought. We already had that one somehow. I don't know how that ended up back in the bowl. Pulled out some topics earlier. This was the one I had originally. What bad clothing choices do you look back on?
That me personally?
Yes, back on in shame that we used to wear, or you personally used to wear.
I've pretty much dressed the same since I was like 13.
Yeah.
I'm all about comfort, but I do remember back in like the 90s where I had like an orange polo and like hot orange shorts to go with it.
Nice.
And I used to wear the shit out of those. And in the middle of summer, I would go commando. I got a hole in the crotch. And the girl I was girlfriends with, I was like, I want to say 11.
Yeah.
Ended up flashing.
Unintentional sack shot.
Unintentional, yeah. Man, but I wore the shit out of those. I thought they were so cool, and then I got a picture now. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah. Mine would be trench coats.
Oh,
I thought they were so much cooler than now. I'd look at me and be like, wow, that is a pedophile in the making.
Please tell me this was during your emo phase.
No, it was shortly before it. So I still had short hair. The Matrix had just came out, so everybody wanted to be Neo, and I was one of them. So I had, from Hot Topic, me walking in there at the time, sore thumb sticking out. My grandma bought me a like straight Neo. What do I say? It was a trench coat. It was essentially a clone of his trench coat, and I wore that bad boy all the time. No, I don't know as if I ever wore it to school outside of around Halloween.
Oh, that would have been a bad time to wear it around school.
Yeah,
too,
right
man.
around then, because that was right after some bad stuff happened. And then a couple years later, I got a really nice leather trench coat.
Oh,
that was from like an actual leather company and not some cheap thing. And I think I finally threw it away like
I think trench
12
coats
years ago.
are a bit much. Now, a nice long pea coat
Yes.
can work.
Yes. Because it doesn't make you a peacotophile if you wear that one.
But I just, every time I think of somebody in a trench coat, I go, you ever seen Grandma's Boy?
Yeah. That's what I looked like too.
Yeah. I hate your face.
Another one was really long socks with basketball shorts.
Oh, dude, I would still do that. I just
like cover up to your knee, past where the shorts go down. So then it's like you're wearing pants. You might as well just wear pants.
That was like the little brawler look.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. And then I'd have a cutoff on too.
Yep, that's it.
Made so much sense.
It's either that or a wife beater, man.
Yeah.
That's straight Indiana right there.
Do you remember any shoes you wanted that were just...
Oh, dude, no, I don't regret any shoes. Like my purple and green Osiris's were the shit. That's when I was skinnier and used to skate. So but
Yeah.
I love those things. Osiris is just, if you want to remake those and send me a pair.
Yes. Mine would be any of Bam Margera's audios. I love them
Yeah.
so much. And there was another audio skater that also had heartograms all over his stuff, so I bought all of his stuff too, and I can't remember who it was.
I was kind of what's it when you try to block somebody? People who wore Fat Farms and skated. I
Fat
was
Farm
like,
blocker.
yeah.
You're a C blocker.
I was like, gangster wannabe kid.
Yeah. Essentially the same design of shoe.
But now I'm like, hey man, those Fat Farms look nice. Give me a
I
pair.
know. I've never owned a single pair.
No.
Along with Heelys. I never had a pair of those.
I bought some Fat Farm pants at one of the resale shops in Fort Wayne. They were nice. Plato's Closet.
Yep. Been in there, I think, one time ever.
I bought those when I was older, and they were like really baggy, and I liked them.
Yeah.
Any pants I wear are baggy because I have short ass legs.
Yes. The battle of long legs, short torso, long legs.
I don't know if you guys can see, but my legs are actually swinging right now.
Oh, goodness. I had a pair of soap shoes. Did you ever see those?
I've heard of soap shoes.
They had plastic grind pads put into the arch of your shoe, and they bolted in so you could run up and just and grind on like rails or park benches, whatever you felt bad enough to do.
Oh yeah.
Had a pair of those.
The most painful pair of pants were the zipper ones. Go out to recess and you like try to do a leg slide and you push the zipper right into your fucking knee.
Yeah. I absolutely despised the zipper short to pants.
Well, they had like the 3 layers too. They had the short shorts, they had the below the knees, and then they had well, I guess the zippers area.
Yeah.
You need 2 zippers to have three spots.
Yeah, I think I had 1 or 2 pairs, and I just refused to wear them because whenever we'd go out to recess and would play like football and be running, those zippers just rubbing my legs was enough for me to never want to wear them again.
It's a whole this is touching me and it's weird.
Don't touch me there. That's my no square.
The knee area zipper, let's not meet.
Yes. The knees. Yeah, I can't think of.
I've never wore trip pants. I would say I would be embarrassed of trip pants, but I never like actually wore them. I had a pair, but like I hated wearing them because I always. Hey,
I had 3 pairs.
They look cool if you can pull them off. I could not pull them off because my legs are so short that it was just like parachute pants.
I had white and black plaid, pink and blue zebra, and black on black cheetah trip pants. They're awesome.
My favorite pants is I didn't ever wore pants really. I still don't. But I got a pair of slacks that like fit my upper leg really nicely and nice tight without being too like overbearing.
Yeah.
And I cut them into shorts. I used to skate in those because like it was form fitting.
Yeah.
Not baggy. This is before I carried like a wallet all around.
Yeah.
You should just fold money up and put it in my pocket.
Slipping people slick fives.
Yeah, dude.
Just
go to the gas station afterwards, get a Gatorade, and just give them the sweaty ass 5 they'll ever get.
Oh, they're thrilled by that.
Hey, I'll take a sweaty pocket 5 over a sweaty titty 5 any day, though.
Yeah, they're all gross. I don't want either of them. Yeah, I had many questionable clothing choices over the years, and it's just hilarious to think about it now as I see my own kids making these faux pas that I'm like, I really wish you'd just take my advice and not do that. But we all have to learn on our own. Can't gain my life knowledge by osmosis. They have to endure that embarrassment on their own.
I don't know. Some of the stuff that I see now, it's kind of cringy.
Yeah.
And not very age appropriate, which is getting more concerning when you're a child of children under, well, not child, a parent of children under the age of 10.
Mm-hmm.
It's It's like, why are you like marketing crop tops
Yeah,
to kids, man?
to small children. Just doesn't make sense. Issue a correction from episode 1. Listening back, I said if any of you have parents instead of if any of you have children. Yeah, I meant children because clearly everybody has parents, whether you know them or not.
Mm-hmm.
That's how things work. So you had parents. I meant if you had children. Yeah, I still have it actually. It's a Dragon Ball Z Hawaiian shirt with Vegeta all over it in different forms of Super Saiyan, and I got that when I was in 4th grade.
That's your special occasion shirt now.
That is, yeah. I'll bust that bad boy out every now and then, and it is hilarious how well it still fits, knowing I was 10 when I bought that, so nearly 25 years ago, and it still looks awesome.
I don't think I have anything from that long ago.
Yeah.
But I like run shit into the ground.
Yeah. Yeah, I happen to. Yet again, walking to a Hot Topic with my grandma, and we were on a bowling trip. I think if it was a state tournament. And walked into this Hot Topic, and they had a wall of all different Dragon Ball Z Hawaiian button-ups. And I wanted all of them, but they were like $65 a piece or something ridiculous that told me I could pick one. So I went with Vegeta because he was the coolest at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Bad boy.
He arguably got the hottest wife in Dragon
He
Ball.
did. Yes, he got Bulma.
Bulma, I mean, I think the only one hotter is Android 18. Is Android Man.
Yeah, and Krillin landed her. So
he's not even. He's just mortal, isn't he?
yeah, he's died more than anybody, I swear, other than Goku willingly dying.
Mm-hmm. Sacrificing himself.
Yes, Krillin dies all the time.
I need to get caught back up on Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, I've been watching some of the Super with the boys as they're going through it, and very good.
Ellie's been stuck on Demon Slayer.
I've never seen any of that.
It is very good.
I don't even know the premise.
This is a, if you guys are listening, this is an anime positive show.
Mm-hmm.
So if you guys like anime, suggest stuff in the comments.
Yeah. My favorites, Dragon Ball, the whole series.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically Dragon Ball, though, the first 9 seasons of it. Then Dragon Ball Z. Super, it's very good. If you skip GT, Super's very good.
GT, man, I don't know. Like, I watched GT. That's the one I watched more than any, like, starting out. And it fell off super hard. It was really weird.
Yeah. Sailor Moon. I love Sailor Moon.
Big O. And Gundam.
Gundam. I love Gundam Wing.
Anything that was like, so back in the day, I grew up in a family where we had basic cable.
Yep.
And Adult Swim. That's how I got into anime.
Me too. So it was through that Toonami.
Mm-hmm.
Before it was Adult Swim, when it was Toonami, Dragon Ball Z, Sailor Moon. I think if Ed and Eddie was in the lineup of Toonami.
I don't. It's the best anime, Ed and Eddie.
Oh yeah, that I would not call anime. It is a cartoon, and
Shen was one that I always watched. I don't even know if that's considered an anime. That's just like a little silly kid. But man, old Cartoon Network was the shit.
Yeah. It is, and I even love their old intros with like the Alienware looking alien guy at the beginning, and then now the last I saw where they were running a Toonami or Adult Swim type intro, they had changed how he looked, and I get it. It's 30 years later, but nostalgia, I like the old one better.
There were some good shows in like the mid 2000s. Like Misadventures of Flapjack was pretty good. Chowder was decent.
I know both of the like cover art for those shows, but I don't know as if I've ever seen them.
They're like the old kind of humor that have like the old cartoons have.
Yeah.
So they're like more kind of adult
Yeah.
oriented. Like, hey, you're watching with kids. You're like, yeah, that's funny.
Yeah. We've got to watch that topic so you don't flag us for more questionable things.
that surprised me. We got a flag on our first video.
Yeah.
Talking about Ren and Stimpy.
Yeah, Ren and Stimpy. I got an alert on the person of tubes and wanted to know if I wanted to report this for child abuse in the middle of our podcast. I was like, no thanks.
No, maybe back in the day it was.
Yeah.
Like we shouldn't have been watching that shit.
Oh, I'm sure it was very much child neglect that Cartoon Network, or that wasn't even Cartoon Network at the time.
I went back and watched some episodes of Ren and Stimpy just to see it. And I was like, man, I wouldn't let my kids watch this.
Yeah, not now. I sent that clip of them sawing on each other's back, and it popped up. What was that? 2 days ago, and I was like, man, this is exactly what we had just been talking about.
Do you remember some of the old like Two Stupid Dogs and like Secret Agent Squirrel and shit?
I
like
remember
that?
Secret Agent Squirrel, Secret Squirrel.
Yeah,
That was that a sub cartoon
Yeah, those
in
were like-
Rocky and Bullwinkle or something?
I'm pretty
like
sure
that?
they were like little offshoots.
Mm.
Like there was like a show. I can't remember the name of it. My wife would know it off the top of her head.
Oh, always
The
knower of weird things.
where Action Team Now
Hmm.
was in and stuff like that. Like the little doll Avenger knockoff.
Yeah.
They had dolls, and then they had I don't even know if that's Action Team Now. I know there was one with superheroes where they had like a Captain America knockoff. They had like a eagle horn helmet, and the dude with the guitar had long blonde hair. Then they had the one that was toy characters. You guys know, let us know in the comments which show
Yeah.
is which.
I do not know any of these. This is all news to me.
And it's funny to say that. It's like, oh, if you guys know, if you're listening,
Yes, if you're listening, go back and comment to us what show that was. And if it's your show, I'm sorry, I don't know what it is.
oh man, Cartoon Network used to be lit. Cow and Chicken.
Oh, yeah. Mama had a chicken. Dad had a cow. They didn't know how. Cow.
I still follow the dude that did the Devil's. He was the voice actor for the Devil.
Oh, okay.
Can't think of his name off the top
that
of
in
my
so
head.
long.
But I followed him on TikTok.
So, what is your current game you're playing?
Ooh, Tarkov.
Tarkov. That's a good one.
I bought it. I've been playing Tarkov and PUBG. I'm usually a hardcore Fortnite guy.
Yeah.
Just because I like the faster pace, but Tarkov and PUBG have been hitting.
Both good. I remember we played so much PUBG when it first came out.
Mm-hmm.
Still in beta.
Never left.
It never left. It's still beta quality, slightly improved.
We're supposed to be getting an Unreal 5 engine update on it.
That'd be good. I'm playing Starfield. Any of the Bethesda stuff, as we had talked about previously. I'm a sucker.
Only Bethesda game that I did not like immediately like, ooh, I like this so much.
I understand. I still struggle with liking it or not. It does not play as easily as...
It's so clunky.
Yeah.
For a Bethesda game. It's clunky for a Bethesda game.
And that's saying a lot because their games are rough on a good day,
Mm-hmm.
let alone it being one that has all its own issues.
I was there for Fallout New Vegas launch.
Yes. I played it years later, not at the same time, and it still crashes my Xbox.
I remember playing that game and I had a kitten. His name was Eddie. I had him for his whole life. And he was sleeping in one of my shoes. He'd like to sleep in my shoes when he was a kitten. And I was sitting there and I was playing it and it was rough. And the next day I went to go turn it on. It's like, oh, hotfix. It's like, oh, okay, cool.
Thanks, guys. I've been waiting on
I
this.
think that was like the first era of gaming when they started doing like the hotfixes, like the patches.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember before that when like a day one patch came in.
I don't either, off the top of my head. I can definitely say I've played quite a few that needed them.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Especially in this market,
Yes.
they're made to get out, not to be done anymore.
Yeah, they're spitting them out what would still be considered a beta or maybe an alpha pre-release, and
Mm-hmm.
they're charging you $140 for them.
I think Tarkov just hit beta.
Yeah, I bought it 4 years ago or something like that, and I have played like 3 rounds of it because it was still
I bought it
glitchy.
alpha because it went on sale, and then I think it, like recently it just dropped beta to beta.
Yeah. I will be interested once a console version comes out and it runs smooth. I suck with mouse and keyboard, so I do not attempt it.
It takes some getting used to.
Yeah. I suppose I could just link my controller to my laptop and play it. It's already hooked up through Bluetooth, but
I don't even know if it Tarkov supports.
I don't know if it does either.
Yeah, because there's so much stuff you have to do.
I'll get a pedal board put in, be using my feetsies, take my shoes off, use my toesies too.
Because there's so much stuff you have to do in Tarkov to actually
Yeah.
like to check your mag and stuff.
Yeah.
It's fun.
There's a like Tarkov spinoff for the Meta Quests, and I can't remember what it's called,
Pavlov?
but it's
Not Pavlov.
I don't think so. But
I know I played in Pavlov Shack on the VR. That's pretty fun. Any gunplay game on VR is fun. Movement sucks ass though.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about though. I saw them like, oh, they released Tarkov for.
I swear it's another word that sounds like Tarkov too. I swear it starts with a T, but that'd be a fun one to try. If I could ever remember what it was called.
I don't know,
Man.
man.
I think any ones I'm looking forward to coming out soon.
I don't know. Like I haven't really been paying attention to games lately, man.
Yeah.
Coming out
Fallout 5.
when it comes out.
Yep, in 5 more years.
2029.
Yeah, I think it was 29 or 30 whenever they said it's going to be coming out after the next Elder Scrolls, which will be a good game, I'm sure. I hope.
See, instead of shutting like different branches down like they did, like the one who did, what was it? Not Bloodborne. They just did the vampire game.
I have no clue.
So they were in Austin, and it was a Bethesda, and they shut them down because it was like, just give them another game. Don't let them make their own games. Just focus on the IPs that people want from you guys. It's like you're sitting there like, oh, we know we've been listening to you guys. You guys want a new Fallout. You guys want Fallout New Vegas too. Here's this game about vampires.
Yes.
It's like, okay, cool.
Nothing of what you asked for. We already have the formula. We already have the engine that can run these. No, here's a different game. We actually paid someone for like 7 years to develop this thing, and nobody bought it.
I do have to give it to Starfield on that. They did build a new engine to have that game go.
That excited me to play Starfield and see like the evolutionary steps from 3 to New Vegas. It wasn't a huge change because that was only like a year and a half in between.
Yeah.
But from New Vegas to 4 was a huge step. And then 76, that was just supposed to be an expansion for 4 and never made it in time, so they sold it on its own.
Oh my God.
Not better than 4.
76. I don't know if you've played it recently.
The day it came out, and then I deleted it.
It's gotten so much better.
Yeah.
It has gotten
Maybe I
so
should
much
download
better.
it.
Like they added NPCs now. So it's a fuller game now. It feels better.
Yeah.
It feels like classic Fallout.
That's good because it did not play like it. It played like what was the game on PlayStation?
There's a whole bunch of them. NBA.
Oh, there are so many
NBA 2K.
PlayStation games. Yeah, NBA 2K plays exactly the same. You know, you're just going back for 3. I had the limited edition PS4 that was white, and it was for that game.
Star Wars game?
No.
Um, Usually when they release a white console and they package it with like a
Destiny.
Destiny.
It tried to be like Destiny, but Fallout version where you were open world playing with people online, and all it ended up being was a bunch of butt heads online messing with you while you tried to find the little vials of stuff on the ground to find a cure for whoever's rat poison. And
yeah, it got better. I would highly like. I deleted it too the first time around, but then I started playing with some of my buddies that are from the UK, and I was like, it got better.
Yeah, might have to try it again.
I think it would be like fall under the least buggy Fallout game that I've played.
That's true. Yeah.
Unless someone nukes the server, then it is the buggiest thing you'll ever see.
Yeah. Just a giant pile of mini nukes all at once, and
well, there's a certain way you can do it now. Like you have to like follow certain steps and let you like drop nukes.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Nice. Yeah, I haven't. When did that game come out?
2019.
2019. Yeah, I bet that's the last time I played it.
Mm-hmm.
And it sucks now. Horrible internet. It would take me like a week to download that game out here, so might have to go back to the old house before I get rid of it and hook up to the internet to download my games. Because my internet there is still like 10 times faster than here.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, that one went up my nose a little bit. It was a little warm. What's your favorite gaming console or era? I know we talked about the controllers. One of the last two.
I'm PC.
Yeah.
I would like if I had to choose a console, it would probably be Xbox, either 360 or One.
Yeah.
Where games start picking up, like the gaming, like universe started picking up, making better games, being more. They had a lot of games that were like PvP, but like a lot of the story games that came out were really good.
Yeah, they were.
Can't forget like Bethesda stuff, like Skyrim and
360 was running it. That'd probably be my choice. Would be Xbox 360 was and probably PS3 falls into that. I just did not own one.
Second place would be PS1.
I'd go with PS2 would probably be mine after
because
360.
I played like Gex and like Jersey Devil and like Ape Escape and all that kind of stuff.
Nice. We're in 64 was one of my favorites. Just GoldenEye, still one of the best games.
Super Mario World.
Yeah, Super Mario 64. That was solid. I have that now on the Switch. They did that Mario 3-pack remaster, that Odyssey, and can't remember the third one that was on there.
Zelda. Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Aaron just went back and beat Wind Waker.
Yeah.
We lost a memory card. And
oh, no.
We got a new memory card off Amazon. And she's like, I have to beat it again. I was like, okay, you do,
now
you, honey.
I must do it on this new memory card so I have my beat file saved.
But Zelda's like her jam. If there was one sleeve, like, oh, she's going to get a video game, her would be like Zelda's sleeve.
Oh, yeah. I don't know what mine would be. That'd be a tough one. I'd probably have to do a slew of all like Microsoft titles.
Yeah.
Be a Master Chief, a Marcus Phoenix, probably some Pokemon in there.
I don't know. Probably. I don't know. Retro, like some retro on there, like Ape Escape and Monkey Ball.
That was a game.
I played the hell out of it though. Sonic Pinball. Oh my god, dude.
Yeah.
Sega. There we go.
Sega was awesome.
Dash and Desperados. What was that? Three Vikings. Is it Three Vikings? Or
I've never
there's
heard
a
of
name
that
for it.
The Three Musketeers.
No, you played as three. I know. I used to know the name. You had three Vikings, and you would go. They were like stuck on an alien ship. It was like Vikings on a modernized, like all chromed out ship and stuff.
It sounds pretty cool.
And then
What console was it on?
Sega.
Sega.
Well, that might have been on others' consoles too, but I played it on Sega. Just like the Simpsons game. Like it's like, oh, I played that on Sega, and someone's like, Sega? It was on Sega? I was like, where'd you play it? They're like, Nintendo.
Yeah. Nintendogs. Yeah, I don't remember that at all on my Sega. I had probably a few Sonics.
Mm-hmm.
I remember, I think there was a James Bond game I got like days before I got rid of my Sega.
The Batman game. Did you
No,
have
I
that?
did not have
Oh
that.
my God, that was a gem.
Mm,
You'd sit there and you have like a little grappling hook, and it would shoot up, and you just swing back and forth.
nice.
If you played the game, you know when you're just bored and you're trying to get through it.
Big yawn. Yeah, I don't remember that one at all. Not saying I didn't play it, but I think I got rid of my Genesis in 1995.
It's the one classic console you don't have.
Yep, I do not have it.
Oh, Side Pocket, man. Come on. You remember that one?
No.
Played
Sounds like a
pool.
math problem.
Nah, it was a pool
Okay.
presented by David East.
Never heard of that. Ugh. Obscure games.
I don't know.
Remember how it was like on those old consoles, anybody that could manufacture games did,
Oh, yeah.
even if they were
Oh,
not
yeah.
warranted to.
It's like, oh, this is a game from Pepsi.
Yep. The Burger King games.
Oh, dude. Some of those are like fire, though. Some of
Yeah.
those go for like.
The mini pocket. I had like 17 copies of it.
Mm-hmm. Or the ones that would. There was a couple that released games that if you beat them, you'd have a certain ending. If you had a certain ending, you would win.
That's neat. I always love when they throw those like almost easy to find Easter eggs into games, like Call of Duty World at War. If you beat it, you unlock Nazi zombies. But like if you didn't beat the game, you would have never known because it did not unlock. Like that is neat. That was, I mean, they're still doing zombies now, 20 years later.
I still remember the first missions on the beaches.
Yeah.
Of World at War.
I love there was one that it was Saving Private Ryan on there, which is like you're clearing the beach and you're walking along it, and there's this little shack, and the guy comes running out, like backpedaling because there's an enemy in the house, and if you kill the enemy before he kills that guy, you get the special achievement for Saving Private Ryan.
Oh yeah,
that was a neat one that was hidden in there. But then you get to the online portion after you beat the story mode of that game, and it was atrocious. Everybody switched back to Modern Warfare because they played so much better.
Say COD didn't really take off until COD 4. Like the games were good. Like COD 3 shit. It was good. But I think the online presence of Call of Duty didn't come in until COD 4.
Yeah.
And then Modern Warfare 2 came out, and it was just
huge.
Yeah.
I played 2 and 3 online, and then I think 4 is my most played game ever, probably beyond Fallout 4, which was, I think I have like 2,000 hours in.
Is that online or is that like story driven?
Online. I had like 3.5 months worth of online play on 4, so I was like, I never made it like full 10th prestige. I think I was in the like 8s somewhere. I can only imagine how much some people had in that.
Oh yeah, I can only imagine, man. Like I was pretty good at Modern Warfare 2. Like so much that, like I play a game, I play Call of Duty now, and I get mad that like there's so many sweaty people out there
that they filter you in the chat.
They make you sign a waiver now that you're not going to
Yes,
be toxic.
you're not going to say those words that used to be uttered in the
Oh man,
mid-game lobbies.
the 2000s was early 2000s was a
Yes,
weird time.
it was rough. Comment down below if you survived the Modern Warfare and Modern Warfare 2 mid-game lobbies, because I was reported many of times.
Oh yeah.
Remember the care package glitch? I think we talked about that.
Mm-hmm.
Getting reported for that. So many.
Well, I see where Ian gets it from.
Yes. Trace's rage in games. He has busted a couple controllers now playing Call of Duty online with his friends or Fortnite, whichever it may be.
It's different when you got to buy the controllers yourself.
I know. I always had to buy mine. If I broke mine, my parents used to be like, that sucks. Guess you don't have one now.
Yeah, I would have to wait like months.
Yeah. What special occasion's coming next? Is it your birthday or Christmas? You
Mhm.
can get a new controller then.
I've only broken one as an adult, and I literally got so mad at a game that I like twisted my controller
Mm-hmm.
and like snapped it.
Oh, my PS4 controller broke so easily. Literally, I was playing what was it? Advanced Warfare, Call of Duty at the time. And I was like trying this and we lost and I go, ugh, and just went like to grab on and it broke the left side of the controller off. It just cracked through it. And I had that controller for like 3 weeks. It was brand new and I don't know how this little just broke it. Must have been dropped or something at the factory. And
Either
then,
that or it was like not accurately tested at the factory.
yeah, that casting was weak.
Yeah. But now I'm just sitting there. I gotta be like, no. But I did have a keyboard where the C button went out,
Mm-hmm.
and since I've bought like 3 PCs now,
Yeah.
I have extras. So
So you just wailed on the keyboard.
So I was sitting there. I was like, I have a really nice keyboard that Erin got me. It's like typewriter buttons and everything.
Yeah,
She
the
got
mechanically ones.
She got it for my birthday. It is the loudest fucking keyboard I've ever, but I love it. I still use it. But I had the old one that came with my PC where the C button went out. And I was like, I could probably like make a video and put it on YouTube Shorts or TikTok.
Yeah.
And probably get hella views of me is like smashing it.
Going AGK.
Yeah.
Angry German Kid versus keyboard. I love they did the if anybody remembers Toponerer Jeremy and FPS Doug, they did a AGK versus FPS Doug video where they edited that little German kid getting so mad smashing his keyboard to FPS Doug screaming boom headshot at him. It was amazing back in the day. Kids now will not know these gems because they grow up with Reels or TikTok or
it's the brain rot.
Shorts. Yeah.
The brain rot, man. It's some of the stuff the kids watch. Some of it's funny. I will say that. Some of the stuff's like so stupid that it's funny. But like the Ohio Rizzler shit, it's like, was I ever this annoying as a kid?
I guarantee we are. Going back to the clothing earlier, some of the things I look back on now as an adult with those realizations, like you were just as weird.
Yeah.
I know it's hard to believe, and I struggle with letting kids just be weird out in public. All kids are weird. As soon as my kids get around their friends, I then realize they're all weird. It's not just my kids. Children are strange.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and Trace's age, just turned 13. You're in an adult-sized body with a child mentality, so it's like this weird thing. Like physically, I think like you should be an adult. You should know how to do these things. You should be more mature in public and present yourself a certain way. But mentally, he is still a child.
Oh, that's me.
I mean, me too, man.
I'm mentally still a child, man.
Forever children.
Whenever someone says 2010 was 15 years ago.
No, it wasn't. That's next year, man. We haven't even hit it yet.
No, man, we were 20 then, man.
Mm-hmm.
Going gray now.
Since I cut my hair, like I had like 3 or 4 over here, and now they're in this that goes over, and they're like right on top now.
Oh
So
man, that
it
sucks.
does not hide them
As
as
you look in the
well.
camera, you can
Yeah.
see like my two like.
Yeah. Your 2 Bellatrix Lestrange smears.
I am.
Did you kill Sirius Black?
No, but I'm luckier than my dad. He was like 27. He had all white hair.
Yeah.
That dude was straight up Gandalf in his 20s.
It is strange seeing that going back, like friends that had gray hair like our senior year.
I don't feel bad for the people with the gray hair. Like I like that I'm going gray. Like go gray gracefully. But I feel bad for the guys that were balding in high school.
Yeah, grays
It's like,
fully.
yeah.
Yeah, that does suck. I'm very thankful I have I got my like dad's family's hair genetics or something. Me and my dad have like identical colored hair still, and he's like 61, 62 now, and his hair is still just about this dark with very few grays in it and no balding. Knock on that wood table. Sorry if that was loud.
I think the only thing my dad had was like a little patch right there, and that's because he wore a hat every day of his fucking life.
I have like a scar there. I noticed after Erica cut it. I'm like, oh no, it looks like I'm balding now. I'm losing this. I'm like, oh no, it's like a weird scar there on the back of my head.
A scar right here. Shout out to my sister for that one.
Twin or older?
My twin sister. I'm a twin, guys. You know that. I have a fraternal twin sister.
Yes.
Who lives in Texas. If you're around Texas, she's someone that looks like me. Probably my
same
sister.
beard.
Same beard, everything.
Same gray hair. He walks around with a guy named West.
West.
Very similar to Wes, but more Texan. So,
ooh.
Yeah. So, what is your favorite type and brand of beer?
I'm basic bitch when it comes to beer.
Oh no.
I burnt myself out when we were doing. Okay, there's an app, guys. It's called Untapped, and it had a whole bunch of like microbrew and like different brands of beer that you could try and earn points. Well, I come to find out I really don't like IPAs. I don't like anything that's the hop content is there just to hurt you.
To hurt your soul.
Yeah. If I'm gonna buy beer, I'm gonna go cheap and catch a buzz for cheap. I am Miller or Bud Light.
Yeah, both good. There's a reason other than alcoholics that they are some of the top sellers is they are very unoffensive. We'll go with they're very mild flavored.
Can we throw this into a category where it's draft or can? Because
sure, break them up.
Miller draft, Bud Light can.
Okay. I'm going. That's tough. I don't even know if we want to do like macro breweries. So let's go your lagers, your all that stuff.
Okay.
Yingling is probably my favorite full flavor. Ooh, man, they're both right there. Yingling and PBR for like mass produced. They're both right there with each other.
I like Yingling Light. Like that was a weird one, like the 99 Light.
Yeah,
that was pretty good stuff.
If I'm going to lights, I don't mind Miller Lite. It has a pretty big flavor. Bud Light or Busch Light if I want something a little sweeter.
Nothing like a good Busch latte.
Oh man. Yeah, when they still had latte cans and the apple bushes were good, but I made the mistake of buying like 5 cases at one point. They did quit making it, but that stuff got so old I just threw it away.
We were sitting there for so long. I was like, "Hey man, they have it at this liquor store. Buy it all."
Yeah, I'd just go buy as much as they'd let me because I believe the canon, the lore of the Busch apple is that they'll only sell it to the states that they buy apples from to make that, along with the Busch corn cans. They will only sell it to the states they buy corn from. So we are one of those states for both of them.
I wanted to buy a bushel, but I think it was only sold in Iowa.
Yeah.
The 100 beers, and it was like
Oh,
an
yeah.
octagon.
That'd be neat.
It was badass. They called it like the bushel,
I never saw that one.
but I think it was like an Idaho or Iowa only.
Trying to think. Then they came out with the peach. Drank like a case of that, and it's too sweet for me. It's way more like peach seltzer
Mm-hmm.
with a hint of beer, and not so much a like flavored beer.
I'm just not a fan of like peach flavored things.
Yeah.
I'll eat a peach. Peach rings is like where I draw the line.
Peaches for days.
I could eat a peach for hours.
Yeah, there you go. Nothing like misquotes by Wes. I'll have many more, I promise.
Oh, quotes are my shit, man. If there's a movie, I've probably seen.
Oh, he is. He is the cinephile. Speaking of that, though, I want to pick up the flavored Crown Royals.
Yeah.
I may have to go grab.
The banana crown was like one of the ones I was looking at.
Yeah, they have the vanilla, salted caramel. Peach one I've heard is just amazing.
Again, peach rings is where I draw the line.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm not a huge Canadian whiskey fan, as I've said before, but Crown's not bad. It's much better than like Canadian Mist or
oh, dude, I used to
sorry, Rocky, if you're somehow watching this, that like maple whiskey you brought to that testing.
the Whistle Pig is probably like there. The Whistle Pig 12.
Ooh, they had Whistle Pig 12 at Cap and Cork, 160, I think, for Whistle Pig 12.
We're gonna have like such a like vast array of people that come in here. They're like
all the random topics.
They're gonna be like, oh, they're talking about video games. Oh man, Whistle Pig, fuck yeah, I know.
Yes. Oh no, Wes is on a John Moses Browning kick again.
Oh, dude, I was looking at the Browning. I was looking at a rifle for lever action rifle.
Oh yeah, the BLRs.
Mm-hmm. $900 for. I was like, maybe that's what I'll use some of my bonus on.
Those are sweet box fed lever action rifles. It's really neat once they switch them to a box fed. You can go to actual rifle rounds instead of like a 45-70 government.
Yeah, they have 308 that I was looking at.
Yeah, because you can go to actual Spitzer pointed style bullets, so that in the tube style in a traditional lever action, you can't have pointed bullets, because if you, under the recoil, one round will set off the next and it can just fire all the rounds out of your tube and explode the gun. So it's going to be some type of flat or soft point round that gets put in them normally, or a plastic ballistic tip for like the 357 lever evolution stuff. But yeah, that'd be a really good one. Browning makes awesome. I really love their falling block single shot rifles. It's like a 1852 or something's the model year. Someone please correct me, leave it in the comments.
I'm so torn on it though, because it's like I want that one's in my price range.
Yeah.
But for like $300 more, I can get the silver, like the full silver nickel plated kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's just so much more sexy.
What they'd call it. Yeah. Normally, if it was a shotgun, it'd be the Upland model, but I don't know on a rifle what they would call that.
But that's more of like a fun gun, where if I'm in the market, I'm thinking of like the Savage Axis.
Yeah.
Just to have a good 308 around.
The Ruger American 2s, very good. And the CVA. It's not an Optima because that's their muzzle loaders. Cascade. The CVA Cascades have reviewed extremely well, and for their price point.
The follow-up shot on those muzzle loaders.
Couple minutes in between, if you're fast.
You better hit that deer the first time or you're not getting it.
No. I remember a girl I dated in high school, her dad was out. It was during gun season before anybody freaks out. Takes his first round with the muzzle loader and misses. Switches, grabs his 44 that he carries on him. Boom, 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 boom. 6 more, and this buck's still running. I'll stop at that. There was more to it, but it gets into questionable legality. So, let's say he never got it actually, but it was like 20 some rounds that ended up getting sent at this buck that just ran off.
I've always had a thing in my head where like I would have myself in like a hanging harness
Yeah.
and just have a quick detach. Deer walks under me with a just come down with a knife.
Straight Rambo out of a tree.
Deer not
That'd be
expecting that
amusing.
shit.
I mean, I'd love to be there to watch it happen. And you go for a ride on this buck as it just freaks out. You didn't stab it. You dropped the knife. All you can do is hold on to its horns as it's running antlers.
I end up breaking it in, and you can ride it freely.
Yeah. It is now our friend. You are the buckmaster.
Do they make deer saddles?
They do now. It's our second invention of the podcast, deer saddles. Yeah, man, that'd be a good one.
No, that's one thing when my my family moves out.
Mhm.
I want to get a deep freeze, and I was like,
Yeah.
I kind of want to go out and get a deer next year. And I was out talking to the wife; she doesn't eat deer meat.
Yet.
And I was like, I want to go get a moose
A moose?
because Rocky he brought some moose.
It's funny that Rocky brought us moose and
Yeah.
Bullwinkle didn't come with him.
No, he brought he to the whiskey tasting we went
Mhm.
to. He brought some of this moose dip, and
That
it
was
was
so good.
that was fire. I have a goal in life where I want to try every type of animal meat there is.
I got some man meat for you.
I knew that was going there.
Oh boy. But yeah, you have to get a rifle to be able to go take down a moose.
You're gonna need a hell of a
Moose.
rifle.
Yeah, 338 Win Mag, 375 H&H, get up into the nitros.
Because people don't realize how big moose actually fucking are.
Huge. I've never been around one in person, but they are like a large size pickup truck.
Mm-hmm. They're taller than like a pickup
Oh yeah.
truck. They are like giants, natural giants, man. Their babies are like the size of our cows.
Yeah, they're big. I remember there was years ago, Aaron and Erica had shared this post to each other on Facebook, and it's like, how is this still us? You know, sister hits moose on the way to visiting sister in hospital who hit moose. They both got hurt hitting moose. Mises. Oh, yeah, that'd be a fun one to go on. I would not know what round I would take. It would be something
Cannon.
massive. Yeah, an entire.
Just a drawstring cannon. Boom.
Yeah. Flintlock, candle lock, something archaically old.
Now we're just going with a bow with a 3-point tip.
Yeah, I have watched so many videos of people going bow hunting for moose, and y'all are way braver than I am.
You gotta have like a pole on that bitch too. Like
Yeah.
you had to at least I want to say at least 70-pound draw.
Oh, they're running like 120 pound draws. It is insane how hard that draw is. Like I used to shoot a 75-pound draw, and that takes everything I've got to get it back.
Because I set Aaron's to like 50.
Yeah. I'm not some big muscle man.
50's not bad.
Yeah.
That's enough to cheek up and
Mm-hmm.
let go. You're not going to sit there and hold it for hours. Like it's not a quick hunter. It's just something for like target shooting.
Yeah. All those new cams now, they're getting them up to like 75-pound draws with like 98% let off at full pull. So you're only holding like a 4-pound draw at full draw. That'd make it much nicer. But I've never had luck bow hunting.
Yeah, I've never like went out with a bow and shot an animal. Shotgun, yes.
Yeah.
And 22, I plinked some squirrels back in the day and then cleaned them up and ate them.
Yes, eat them.
Eat them.
Use a 410 shotgun on squirrels. Still live in a semi-populated area, and I don't want to be shooting up into the trees with rifles.
We were out in like the Salamone area.
Yeah. Yeah, the little 410's like I think I'm gonna move it up to my safe in my bedroom as like a little critter getter if stuff goes sideways that I'm not using a 12 gauge on a small varmint in my property that fartend
Bartend.
the fartend 410 will do more than enough.
I don't know. That's one thing I was looking at too. A 410 lever action.
Yeah,
Maybe I'm just attracted to lever action
you
guys.
might be. I have one. They're neat. They're not the lightest thing in the world because they have so much metal on them. They're all metal and wood generally.
I just want something like I can, if I'm going backpacking, I can just shove in my pack and go. Like,
yeah, I don't know. That would fill a good role. I don't
yeah.
know. I don't know what would be better there. That like some form of a Colt 45 or like one of the Taurus Judges or the Smith and Wesson Governors.
Yeah, I intended to carry my pistol with me. I just want something like, oh, there's some food in the tree.
410 to be good at that.
Give me some wabbits.
Yes. Some wascally wabbits. Yeah, a little 410 that you can change the chokes in would be good. Or just something shorter barrel, get it down to that
The Judge,
18 and a half with a full choke on it. That'd be good.
the Judge though, like that's one that's always intrigued me because it's pistol. It's like 45 and shotgun.
Yeah. Yeah, you can get away with that with a shotgun shell because the difference is 410 is a .41 bore and a 45 Colt's a .45 if it's not a .452 maybe. The shotgun shell will expand, which is why you can shoot the shotgun shell. The wad will take up the rest and it will build enough compression to get out of the barrel. But if you try to put a 45 through an actual 410 bore, which I've heard of people doing it successfully, I'm not chancing it.
Who was it that put a 50 BMG through a shotgun?
A lot of people did. You can do that. It will fit in a 12 gauge. The
Do not
larger
do this at
diameter of the 50 BMG is the same as a 12 gauge. It's like a 728.
Do not attempt.
Yeah, don't do that. Apocalyptic scenarios there if you attempt it. I better wait.
I was looking at the 4572. But that round is just, I couldn't find any nearby.
Thumper. Yeah. When they designed those, it was not even in consideration that they would be used like 140 years later. They are still using the 4570, which is a 45 caliber, and it was originally designed with 70 grains of black powder. Now we're running smokeless powder in it, so don't take a modern 4570 shell and put it in your Springfield trap doors or whatever that were originally designed to run the black powder. Super powerful round up close. It loses its energy so fast. I think its drop at 300 yards is like 14 and a half feet. And it's amazing to know that those people were taking shots and landing them out like over 1,000 yards with iron sights.
Were they aiming at the sun?
Yeah, just the volley fire they were having to let out to hit targets that far away with a 4570 government.
Got to go hunt before noon so we know where to aim.
Yeah, we got to see the impacts in the sand. I have a 450 Bushmaster, which is the semi-auto equivalent of a 4570. And that is pleasant to shoot.
Oh, dude. Oh, my God. For the longest time, I thought it was 458. I don't know why.
There's a 458 SOCOM that was made for SEAL SOCOM team. And it is a necked casing, so you can fit them single stacked into a standard AR 5.56 mag. 450 will not do that. But 450 is a straight walled cartridge, so you can hunt it on public land here in Indiana. That's a legal deer round. And I think a few of the surrounding states, it is a legal hunting round. Legal, not illegal. But on private land here in Indiana, you can use your high-powered rifles of a 243 or larger up to, I think, 8 millimeters. So,
Yeah, you can take a whole old classic Mosin out.
yep, you can take that out. But I can't use my 8 millimeter Mauser, which is
No.
annoying, which is not an 8 millimeter. It's a 7.96, which is, I mean, we're splitting hairs at that point, you know. What is 0.04 millimeters is like 2 thousandths. So it is very near an 8, but an 8. Whisper that. Yeah, that was one I had picked up. There's so many good ones.
We are like, when it comes to collecting stuff, we are like two different people.
I know.
You collect guns, I collect guitars. Like the make love, not war, man.
Yeah. I have one guitar and like 3 guns. On me.
I like guns. Don't get me wrong. I do like guns.
Yeah.
I don't know. Every time I get into the mood to buy one, the convincing my wife part is the issue.
Yes. That is a tough one.
Oh, the Saint. Talking her into the Saint was like the hardest thing. I'll never buy another 5.56 though. I'll never buy another 5.56.
I mean, you can and then sell me all the ammo again.
I don't know. I'm 308. I'll probably run 308 9 mil.
Both good.
Everyone, I don't know. People like dog on people who run 9 mil, but it's such an elegant round.
Yeah, it'll do it. Humans are weak. We are fragile creatures, and you do your part with a correct 9 mil. It'll do its part. Me, if I'm like PCC style, the carbines. If I'm going to carry a rifle, it'll be a rifle round. I already have to carry the weight, so I want a big round in it. Or fast round.
Oh, mine would just be for the rifle, probably just mostly hunting. If we're ever in like a post-apocalyptic,
yeah, let's go there.
I'd probably run a bigger round.
Yeah.
Something
See, this is where I would flip. See, we gotta pour some more because now this shit's getting deep. We're in rule of law. I have no worry of really carrying weight around. So I will go heavy and not need it because I am not carrying this around everywhere. We hit whatever your scenario is. We'll go zombies. 22s, man. I can backpack 50,000 rounds and not feel it. But okay, that's a joke. That'd be a lot of weight. Hundreds and hundreds of rounds.
But 22 is also a very dirty round.
This is true. I'll carry a cleaning kit with me. A couple of them. A couple backup cleaning kits. Maybe like a Ruger takedown with 2 barrels.
Oh, yeah.
Something like that. So the barrel gets messed up, swap it out, slam another one on.
What is it, the 2210s?
Yeah, 1022s.
1022s, yeah.
Yeah, those are good ones.
Always get those two numbers mixed up.
Yep.
I have a 22. I have like my 50-year-old Marlins.
They still make them probably exactly the same because it's a solid design. Is it this? Not the 66. That's a nylon 66 from Remington.
But if we're going for
76.
like zombie put down, then I would obviously go something smaller. I'd have like a secondary smaller, like probably 22 or 5.56 for zombie. But 5.56 would be hella fucking loud.
Yes, it is so loud. And a lot of people, if you've not been around one, I'm sure all of our viewers, you're distinguished gentlemen. You've shot 5.56 out of an AR, specifically out of an AR too, that A2 bird cage. They bark hell. They are so loud. It's amazing to go to the range. I took Trace what was it, 3 weeks ago, and he wanted to shoot my 5.56, so I took it, gave him one mag. I load all mine to 27 rounds. There's a lot of thought behind that. You load yours to whatever you want. So I gave him 27 rounds, and it was actually 223. And I told him, I was like, now are you prepared to blow everybody's eardrums? And there was a dad and his like 2 sons at a public shooting range with no earplugs in. And they are little kids, not old enough to know better. They're like, 6, 7, something like that. And he, got annoyed that I would bring a super loud rifle to a public range.
Oh, no.
And he was like, did you say blow everybody's eardrums? What is it that loud? And I said, yeah, man, this gun is loud. So he like annoyingly grabbed his kid and like stomped off the other direction, and like they just walked back like 50 feet. And Trace,
that's annoying. Man.
Yeah.
Imagine going somewhere where ears are required.
Yeah. And you getting annoyed, like me getting mad at you that your gun's loud. Why would you bring a loud gun here? How dare you insist I need earplugs?
I'd have been like the Pee Wee ranges over there.
Yeah. Keep going. A couple miles down the road. But yes, they are insanely loud. The percussion off of those barrels is insane.
Always wear your ear protection.
Yeah, double ear pro if you're running rifles like that. Earplugs and then muffs over them will help. I wear custom molded earplugs, so they cut out nearly as much. But yeah, if you're standing next to him, feeling that percussion just come off, and I turn around while he's just dun 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 dun, and everybody behind us is wincing every time it goes off.
When we went and one of your
oh yes,
caught one of your.
I caught one of them. In between my fingers. Harold was sitting. If you were shooting in the left lane and I was shooting in the right lane, or it was that other guy next to us was shooting, and I was sitting there aiming down his rifle, was saying at the time, and it's like, and like a cigarette lands vertical in my fingers. So I'm like, hey man, look, I cut. It was just so hot. It instantly burnt the hell out of both of my fingers.
I caught one same time, went down my shirt.
Yeah. Get some hot titties.
But the issue is like you shoot over here and I shoulder up
left-handed.
So on that Saint, it was on the right side. So it was just out dumping. It was dumping cases in my face, man.
Yeah, righty, wrongy.
I still play guitar right-handed.
Yeah, which I'll give it to you guys. My younger son's left-handed. I don't get having to. If you made me do things left-handed, it's garbage. Don't worry. I don't know if it's something in the way left-handed people's brains are wired, or that everything is right-handed.
Everything's right-handed.
Yeah.
My dad, like I throw a ball with my right hand. That's because my dad was right-handed and he taught me how to throw. Now when I tried it, it's like, oh, you're left-handed, and they like give me that. Can't throw for shit.
That's me. We'll go play disc golf, and I'll try to throw left-handed. It is horrible.
See, I can switch up when we disc golf.
Yeah,
I can do that. Like I think my right is more of my longer range, where my left is like my precise like mid range.
Yeah.
I didn't play a lot this summer.
No, I think I only played like 3 or 4 rounds this last year, 2024. Hopefully 2025 I'll get a lot more rounds in.
There you go. We just pulled in another crowd right there.
We have another crowd. If you can read all these stickers, because they're backwards, because I have to flip the camera because it really bothers me when I hold up my right hand and it's on the other side of this screen. So I'm sorry that all this text is backwards. But it's all disc golf stuff for the most part. Body armor, some holster companies on there. But yeah, we play a lot of disc golf. It's really fun outdoor activity for any of you that you don't have to be super like physical like models. You don't have to be some bodybuilder to play it. It's just fun. Get out and walk.
Oh yeah. Plus it's funny to watch people like zerg out when they're smacking trees all day.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Brother-in-law number 3.
Yeah. He's got a good arm. But he was not having a good time.
He was not. It's the only time I've ever seen anybody quit mid-round and just be like, I'm done. You guys can play. I'm done. I'll just walk with you.
It's like every throw he made, like a tree jumped in front of it.
Whack. It was quite amusing, and it didn't help. We drove an hour to this place to play. It wasn't super local to us.
It's one of the bigger cities. They have like some of the.
Yeah.
I've noticed some of the bigger cities have some of the best woods courses.
Right, in whatever park reservations they have in the middle of the cities that I'd love to go back and play now. This has been like that was probably 4 or 5 years ago. Try again, but now without last year of practice, I guarantee I would do horrible.
Every time I come in the house, I look at like my disc bag's like right there. And it's like I look at it, I'm like, do I want to go out today? I played a couple rounds without you, but it's like playing by yourself is so fucking boring.
It is. The only good thing is I can do it fast. So like on my days where I didn't have things going on a year ago, I'd be able to like go to class when I was in my apprenticeship, go to class, get out of class, go and play like 18 holes alone in an hour, and then go home, get ready, make lunch, go to work type of deal. I work second shift.
There's that one day we ran through like 3 courses. Drove like 3 different spots just to play.
Yeah. It's not bad. The town that you live in, that I was from, they have 3 9-holes just locally there in the town. So all within 3 or 4 miles of each other. That was nice. And then you get a little north and a little south, and then get into some bigger 18-hole courses, or hit to the Fort Wayne and
the one
play some bigger ones.
The one in Webster is pretty good.
Yeah, at the elementary school there, that's a good one. Semi-wooded. It's I think a 12-hole course. Hole. Bourbon drying my tongue there.
I don't even know where we started in this conversation. We ended up in
no man's land over here in disc golf.
Man.
Yeah.
I was like, what were we talking about?
Everything so far, I ordered a new lunchbox. I'm super excited. Guys, I have had...
Can you tell we're old?
Yeah. I've had the same lunchbox since I started at the company I'm at. Okay, maybe a couple months in, because I had this one. It was really neat. It was a bigger one. And I had some lunch one day, and it turned. I don't know what happened to this lunch from when I literally made it that day for lunch, ate, stored the leftovers cold with ice packs on them, took it to work, put it in the fridge. By the time I got to lunch, like 4 or 5 hours later, I opened it, microwaved that up, and it smells rancid. And it had like spilled in my lunchbox and just ruined it. So I threw all of it away at work. I was just like, in the trash can, I'll buy a new lunchbox. It's fine. So I bought the one. I think we had it matching. I think you had one too.
The brown one?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like a earth tone brown and kind of greeny lunchbox. Ozark Trail, highest quality. But I've probably had that for over 10 years now.
Oh, I use my my Igloo. It's mainly just a purse now.
Nice.
I come in, I throw my food in a Walmart bag at home, and I just throw the Walmart bag in the freezer.
That works. Yeah, I bought all new glass Tupperware.
Oh, nice.
So
that makes me nervous.
Yeah, I'm trying just to avoid ingesting too much plastic.
Yeah.
Getting rid of all my amazing Chinese food leftover black plastic, allegedly microwave safe, that I have been using for like 5 years.
Oh, you don't want PCGs, man? Come on.
No, I really don't. Try to get rid of all of the toxins I can to try to stop poisoning my body slowly without realizing it. So I got a bigger, I think it's Arctic brand, a 14 can cooler instead of the 6 can, so that I can actually fit these oversized glass containers into it and still have room.
Yeah.
Because my one that I have currently, it's this like 6-pack cooler. That's tight, getting that many in there.
Did you go through all 6 of your pre-packs this week for work?
No, I did not. I can't count this week. I only worked 3 of the 5 days and somehow made 6 lunches worth, because I meal prep and make my food every Monday, so I have the exact same thing to eat every single day of the week, and I have done this for probably 5 or 6 years now of the same exact meal every single day. And make them all on Monday, pack 5 of them, so I know that's one less choice I have to make every day is I just go grab the already prepared food and put it with my ice packs, my cup of fruit, a protein bar, a pack of tuna, and 2 LaCroix for my 10-hour shift. If it's only an 8-hour shift, I'll drop some of that off because I don't need as much.
Hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
2 great value
Mm-hmm.
beef and bean burritos.
Oh,
Hey, man, it
man.
beats the lunch ramen.
Oh, I'm sure. Probably has much lower sodium than the
I-
lunch ramen.
Been doing that for like the last couple weeks, and I've
Yeah.
just been drinking water.
Nice.
I lost 5 pounds in a week.
Nice. Burning through it.
Put me ahead in the weight loss competition at work. I'm
Heck
happy
yeah.
about.
Doing good.
I kind of fucked it up this week.
As we all will.
I was in a mood.
Mm.
I was like, I'm not feeling water right now. I'm going to drink some sugary coffee.
I'm glad that is one thing I don't really crave. I had a Starbucks last weekend. It was very good, but my goodness, was that thing sweet. It's a nice treat. I bet that's the first one I've had in 8 or 9 months, other than just straight black coffee, which I'm actually trying to cut back on now. Because I was at like 5 or 6 cups a day. So I'm trying to get it down to like 2.5.
Oh
and
yeah,
just
no.
split it like down in half.
I do
and
2 cups a day.
Yeah.
1 in the morning at work, and then 1 when I get home. If I make it at home, I'll drink 1.
Mm-hmm.
But I just bought a whole can of Colombian coffee,
Nice.
and it was good stuff too. And I come home and half of the can had been gone through.
Wah, wah. It's never good when you get home and you're like, damn, I'm craving this item. I've been daydreaming about this remnant of bag of jerky I have. It's in that cabinet. I know right where it is. I'm going to go home and I'm going to eat the rest of this. And you get home and somebody ate it.
Oh man, it's the Betty ravioli. all
Oh,
over.
yeah. It's your ravioli with Betty.
So okay, I'm gonna tell this story before we go. Our mother-in-law, and our wives, for that instance, do not touch their leftovers.
Never.
But they will bring home leftovers, so
Mhm.
I do this. And so we came home from a very good Italian restaurant, and I was like, she's not gonna eat it anyway. She never does. It goes bad. I ate it, and she had planned on eating it.
Yeah. Not the ravioli.
So it was like an ongoing thing for years where I ate the ravioli.
Yeah, I don't think I've had that run in. Other than other people eating my leftovers,
Mm.
I don't think I've ever ate anybody's.
I don't know. My wife ate your potato salad.
She did eat my potato salad. Well, you gotta finish it. It's gonna go bad soon. And I'm like, I just bought that 3 days ago. I thought this was from Ian's birthday
Yeah,
party.
to be fair, we did have a birthday party where potato salad was involved.
Yes. But I had my own. It's one of my favorite snacks. I eat at night when I get home from work. I work seconds. I go in at 1. I get off at 11. About an hour drive home, so I get home a little after midnight most of the time. I'm hungry because I don't eat until right when I leave for work and dinner at work.
Mm-hmm.
So then I've always tried to budget that to where my third meal of the day, if you're a 3-meal eater or not, is once I get home because I cannot sleep if I don't eat.
Mm-hmm.
And potato salad is one of those easy things for me. You get a little on the plate of that and like a wrap with some turkey, lettuce, jalapenos, and banana peppers and some chipotle aioli on that. Roll that up, eat it.
At least it wasn't the red skin potato salad.
Oh, they're both so good. It would have been way more upsetting if that's what it was that I lost. Specifically that loaded kind.
Yeah.
It was
Oh my
delicious. We have a
Probably gonna be hella loud. Me turning the
Yeah.
bottle.
We have a history of Aaron touching my food and
Yeah.
eating it. It is,
Even before I was around.
yeah, so long ago.
Nice salad, bro.
Nice salad, bro. So I go in and get like one of those big metal mixing bowls. And I bought a family size Caesar salad mix. So I stir this whole big salad up. And I was sitting there at Betty's house. And I think I lived with her at the time, eating a salad. Here comes Aaron. Good salad, bro. Just reaches into my salad and grabs a piece. Good salad, bro. And walks off.
Hey, your wife got me back by dumping my sweet tea.
Yes, that is true.
Whole fucking thing of sweet tea.
Whose is this? Yeah, then we had around Thanksgiving, we were at our house. We lived in Peru at the time, me and Erica, and we were making rolls. And if it was Erica or my mom got the rolls out of the oven, it was like, and dumped them everywhere. Well, I like either caught one or it stayed on the pan. And I took it. I'm like, I'm gonna sit this over here because this is now my roll because it didn't touch the ground. It didn't go rolling anywhere. Here comes Aaron. Hey, who put a roll over here? Like, I put that there so nobody touch it. Number of time later, we go to get donuts, Wabash donuts. And I go in, I get a Boston
cream.
Yeah, Boston cream or a Bavarian filled donut of some sort. That's like my favorite donut. And I don't eat donuts because I then burp the grease for like days afterwards. It is not worth it. But back then I still did. So I was like, oh, I'll get one. They're both picking out, a handful. They each got 2, 3, 4, something like that. And I got one. We get back to Betty's house. And I open the bags, got my coffee. I'm like, oh, I'm going to eat my donut. Where is it? I search through the 3 bags of donuts, and it's not in there. And I'm like, Aaron, where the hell is my donut? Aaron comes around the corner. What donut? I said, the one you're eating was the only donut I picked. You both picked multiples. And somehow you find the donut that like, I don't know who picked this one. I'm going to eat it. And you ate my donut. I'm sure you're out there listening to this right now.
Shout out to the wife. This is going to be lore now.
Yes, the donut lore.
The donut lore.
Don't touch Wes's food.
Well,
that's our second shirt.
Don't touch Wes's food.
Don't touch Wes's food. Donut Lord, and just have Aaron carrying a donut or salad fingies.
Oh
my goodness.
Well, I think that's about the time we're gonna get before the battery starts dying.
Before the camera dies, we'll have to look into a hardwired option for a camera.
There's one out there. I just haven't got it.
I mean,
maybe that'll be part of my next purchase line.
Yeah. You'll look at the board, I'll look at the camera. Get some hardwired where we can record 5-hour podcasts.
That'd be crazy.
No. 2, 3, 4. Who knows? Probably longer once we get guests in here.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's not just you and I rambling about things.
Yeah.
We can have 3 of us rambling about things. It'll be way better.
But if you guys made it this far, thank you guys for showing the support. If you haven't already, hit the like button. Follow us on, I would say, Spotify.
Yeah, if we can get Spotify figured out and they don't just delete us out of nowhere.
They nuked our account.
They did. It's just gone. Does not exist now.
Follow us here. Find us on Twitter. Follow us on, subscribe on YouTube.
Yeah. Join our Discord.
In our Discord.
Mm-hmm.
Try and get us to 1,000 and I'll cut my hair.
Yes. I'll cut his hair.
But
maybe my wife will cut his hair because she can actually do that. I just ruined it and it'd look bad.
But as for this episode goes, see you guys later. Cheers.
Cheers.